Hey there, welcome back to Zoomed In Life, where we zoom into the little joys of everyday life. Hey, I have a lot of unfinished work today, so I'm thinking of doing a Get Productive with me. So what are you waiting for? Grab a piece of paper, grab a snack, and let's get into it. The first step is obviously writing your to-do list, so I find this to be the best way for me to personally, know what I need to do, and I usually do this in two different ways. So sometimes I'll do this by just literally writing it down on a random piece of paper and burning it up afterwards. Or I will use a to-do list pad. You can buy these pretty much in any craft store. I just got this from a craft store that is near my house, and basically what I'll do is I'll just write down every important task. Then if there's something that I left, I feel like in my to-do list pad, I like to have a minimal amount of circles, I guess, or lines to write your tasks, because I feel like the more you have, or the more space you have, the more you'll just keep going with your tasks. So personally, I like to limit myself to around 5 tasks per evening whenever I'm doing one of these things. And I try to keep it specific while still keeping all the tasks important and not something small, like, for example, turning on the heater or something like that. I will usually do things that are actually important, like doing my Spanish homework, or attending my evening tuition, or cleaning my desk, as you can see, or working on my project Hate, which is a novel that I'm working on currently, or prepare for my speech, which are all the things that I hope to do this evening. So I like to keep things specific and make sure that I know what I'm talking about when I see this list. Or I will take out my planner. I use the Lorette Blank planner in the color purple, and it just has a quote on the first front page, and it just says, "If you can dream it, you can achieve it," which is very true. But basically, I will just write down all the things that I really need to get done for that day, and then it's the same style of the to-do list pad, but just this time I have a little more space, so I can be a little more clear on what I want to do, and I can even include the smaller tasks. But this time I decided to go with both methods to be able to know exactly what I want to do. I started off by doing my Spanish homework because I feel like this was something that I could probably do in a minimum of 10 to 15 minutes, and this is kind of just preparing my brain and kind of revising for the evening tuition that I was going to. And obviously, as you can see, this is the final product, and I finished it in around 10 minutes. The next thing I wanted to do, I didn't really have a choice, but I had to join my evening tuition class on Zoom. But then the next thing I did after that was just cleaning up this little cabinet that I have next to my desk with all my little essentials. And these are a couple of new things I got actually recently. I got a couple of sticky notes, a new little pad that I can, a notepad that I can just write things on, and obviously a new pack of Post-it tabs. But this is what the cleaned version of it looks. It's still kind of messy, but yeah. These are what the drawers look like currently. They look very, very weird, but let's clean this up, and ta-da! Look at these bad boys. I think it's not too big of a difference, but honestly, I feel like just having a little tiny bit of a more cleaner environment really helps you think straight and saves you a lot of time, so yeah. Next, I decided to clean my glass case glass box, I guess, because I'm going back into school, and I do obviously take my glasses with me everywhere. So I did have to wipe this bad boy up because I haven't wiped it in over 2.5, 4 months. So yeah, I just didn't want to have weird black stuff all over my case when I go back to school. The next thing I decided to do was my TEDx speech prep, and what I like to do is I like to copy and paste plagiarized text. I will literally name it that, and then I'll kind of summarize it to make my own text. And I'm not completely done actually, but this is just what I have so far, and I decided to leave the rest for tomorrow. Then this is just me cleaning my desk because, as you can see, it's a clear mess. Also, just to clarify, those aren't socks, those are actually mittens, so yeah. And this is just a weird clip that I wanted to show of me putting back papers. but I feel like cleaning my desk literally once every like 3 days is what keeps me sane. So I'm a very messy person. I like to be in messy environments, but then after that I just played some Raindrops and I just kind of meditated for a little bit because it was starting to get to my head. But yeah, I like to listen to raindrop sound when I'm meditating because it's only for 5 minutes. I'm not a meditating person, but then after that I just started to do my novel prep. So this is for a project that I'm working on currently in my writing. It is called Project Hate, and I'm currently working on its outline, and I'm writing the last scene of its outline today, so that's very exciting. But here's just a quick time lapse of me doing that. And then let's look at what I completed today. So we did my Spanish homework, cleaned my desk, attended my evening tuition, worked on Project Hate, and we did my speech prep. I feel like this was a very productive evening, and I hope you guys were able to get a couple of things done as well. If so, make sure to comment down below what you were able to get done and what you still have left to do tomorrow. And yeah, I must say these past 12 hours, or well, a little less than 12 hours, have definitely been very, very productive hours for me. I hope this has been the same for you as well, or if you have work to get to it. But now I'm going to sign off this video right over here. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it motivated you to do a couple of things as well, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!